Hi, I'm Jill Baxter, and I have been a sports law attorney for over 25 years, and I am a certified contract advisor with the NFL Players Association. I'm going to share with you through a series of videos my opinions and perspective on some very important and complicated college and professional sports issues that are going on in the world today. And if you're an NFL player or a future NFL player, this is a lot of information that you need to know. Termination without cause is the most common situation where people get fired. That's where you don't win enough games and maybe your whole staff gets fired or your position isn't doing well and you get fired. In that case, what you really need to pay attention to is how much you're going to get paid when you get terminated without cause. If you aren't careful and you don't read the language very carefully, you might think you have a 3-year deal, but in fact, the payout is only a month. Okay, so it's really important that you understand. They may say they're compensating you for this many years, but all I care about is how much they're going to pay you if they get rid of you. So that's a really important part. And then, of course, how much? Some people have base salary and like bonus structures in their contract, and you want to know whether both's included, your contract, actual salary, and bonus. Health insurance is a huge one. Some universities let you keep your health insurance for the amount of time that the contract runs. Some don't. That can cost you as much as $800,000 and $900,000 a month for your family. So that's a huge benefit that you lose. Are you going to get to keep your vehicle or not? Most of the times they don't let you keep your vehicle. But these are things you can ask for on the way in. Another thing is insurance policy, like life insurance policies that you may have. Sometimes universities have bought life insurance policies for coaches, and you want to know whether that can be continued or is it tied to the university. Another big issue is retirement. Some schools allow you to keep putting in retirement, some do not. Of course, you want the one that allows you to keep putting in to retirement. So what you've got to know with termination without cause is how much you're getting paid and for how long. And those are very important. And then the other is whether you have an offset. What that means is if you get another job, is the amount you're going to make at the new job, is it going to be the difference between the new job salary and the old job salary, or are you going to get one lump sum for the whole thing? I think a really great thing is just to get a whole lump sum, and then you can go get another job and double dip. And I've had clients do that before. So it's just really important. The language is so important because one word can change how much your family is going to get paid and how much you're going to be protected. Yeah, termination is with cause means there's some sort of behavior that happens, and if you actually do that, they will fire you on the spot and not pay you. Okay, let me give you some examples of when that might happen. Many or most contracts have something about major NCAA violations that you know about or should have known about. So if you are a supervisor of anybody who is out recruiting, or you are recruiting and there's a violation, a major violation, and you know about it, they can fire you for cause at most universities. What you want in addition to that language is you want to make sure there's some sort of due process that takes place before in fact you're fired for cause without getting paid. Another major issue that is going on right now is the autographs where in fact a player maybe or allegedly got paid for autographs that are then being sold on the market. Okay, so somebody else is making money off of the student athlete's name or likeness. If you, as the coach, know about this or should have known about it, depending on how your contract reads, you could get fired for cause. Another major one, and we've seen this quite a bit, especially recently, is DUIs. Okay, most colleges will fire you on the spot for a DUI. So my recommendation is always don't drink and drive. It's really that simple because that will get you fired. That's consistent. It makes players, lose their scholarships, and coaches will lose their jobs. So don't drink and drive. Obviously, when you're, as an attorney, when I'm looking at things, I always ask that somebody be convicted of a major felony. Okay, that's what I want it to say. Not accused of DUI, because you could get pulled over for reckless driving and maybe, maybe you weren't that high of a BAC level, so maybe you win the case. I don't know. But I want to make sure there's a conviction before you get fired for cause and not get paid. So when there's really vague language in that section that says if it's any kind of behavior that's actually like offends the university, that language scares me because I don't know what is going to offend the university. And as you know, based on what's going on with domestic violence, all those things going on, that if anything happens, and for people you're supervising, you got to understand that you are responsible for those people. And you could, depending on how the language is worded, get fired without getting paid. So that language is very, very important. And I always spend a lot of time on that language. I'm Jill Baxter, and my core values are protection, advocacy, and trust. If you know someone who needs representation, please have them call me.